before you this morning and talk about why Kris Beard was at the top of our list to bring home to lead this program forward. I could talk about he's won 77% of his games as a head coach. He's averaged over 24 wins a season as a head coach. We could talk about his great run this year at Arkansas Little Rock. He took a team the year before that was 13-18. They went to the NCAA tournament. They had an exciting double overtime win over Purdue that we all watched and followed. We could talk about his 30-5 record this year at Arkansas Little Rock. Only 5 losses. With Coach Beard, we take pride that one of those was in this building by this group of young men that are sitting right here. We talk each and every day in our athletics department. Our mission statement is to educate, serve, and grow fearless champions. That's what we do each and every day. Every decision we make, every activity we do is focused around educating, serving, and growing fearless champions. Being a fearless champion each and every day, it's not a destination, it's not an ending point, but it's a lifetime association that we have. It's our journey together. Being a fearless champion is how we approach each and every day and how we decide to live. It's the drive of never being satisfied with anything less than greatness. And this team and Coach Beard are fearless champions. Both share a sense of grit, of resiliency. They come back when the pressure is on. They keep fighting, never stopping for anything until greatness is achieved.
It is great to be home. It's great to be home. Lubbock, Texas, the state of Texas, Texas Tech University. This is exactly where I want to be. This is my dream job. It always has been. Today is one of the best days of my life. Again, I'm so glad to be home. I'm very, very thankful for this opportunity. I'm a huge fan of college football. I study coaches. I can't wait to have a relationship with Cliff here. I'll be the biggest supporter of Texas Tech football, but one person that I've always admired and studied over the years was the legendary coach Bear Bryant. I've got a little bit of Bear Bryant in me, as you can see by my right hand, but not to that extreme. But it's like when Bear Bryant left Texas A&M and Alabama in his career to go to Alabama. People asked, why is this the move, Coach? And he said, when Mama calls, you've got to go home. Texas Tech is my mama, and I'm home, and I'm so glad to be here. We're going to follow the rules here. We're going to graduate every player, and we're going to win. We're going to win big. Save the most important thank you for last. Not an emotional guy, but sometimes I'll try to get through this, but I want to thank my 3 daughters, Avery, Ella, and Margot. Ella and Margot were born in Lubbock. All 3 were raised here. They've got a wonderful mother who's in Abilene, Texas, and I'm just so proud to be able to come home and be closer to you guys. I fell in love with Lubbock, Texas and Texas Tech University years ago, and to me, it's a real simple answer if you ask why. It's the people. West Texas, it's the people. Texas Tech University, it's the people. What great support for a Saturday morning press conference, and I said, well, again, another piece of why Texas Tech University is the best place in the country. Again, the people. So, and the best fan base in college basketball. Another reason why this is the best job in the country. Thank you again. I am so glad to be here. Guns up.
Meeting with Coach Beard, earlier today, and when you initially met with him the first time, what that was like and what that conversation was like.
I mean, it was good. He briefly just showed us and told us his vision, introduced us to his beautiful daughters, and just told us his vision and how he wants to take us back to the Final Four, to the postseason, and continue what we have, the success we have here.
So can you kind of talk a little bit about that future and what he's kind of mentioned to you guys as to what y'all will be doing?
He wants to win. We have a core here. It's very important that we keep us together and strong, and just building off that core and just continued success.
I know he talks about his family coming back to that. How big is that for you guys? You guys have mentioned that you guys are like a family in this team.
It's big. I mean, it means he has high morals and he's a family guy. And we're family, we're a team, and that is a good connection.
You talked about, being a family and kind of keeping the core intact. Was there ever an instance where you might have had to reach out and kind of, encourage a few guys to stick with it and ride the situation out?
Like I said, those is the past. I feel like we're all together as a unit now, and we all have the same goal to stay together and win. I feel like when a guy gets emotional up there, not too many press conferences is like that. It means he really loves being here and he loves this town and this city. So we're excited to have him.
How encouraging is it to hear him say words like Final Four and then mention goals like that first day?
It's encouraging because it's what we want. It's what we believe in. It's basically a good connection because it's the same thing we're thinking in our heads.
How important was it knowing that Todd kind of knew him and he recruited him, and what did he kind of tell you guys before he did get here about him?
Right, obviously when Coach Smith decided to leave for Memphis, we're just talking about just some possible candidates that that team was interested in, and Coach Beard obviously came up, and Todrick had nothing but praise and great things to say about him, and just how he's a player's coach, and how much he cares about his players off the court, on the court, and just about their future. Obviously, he wants everybody to graduate. You don't really hear a lot of coaches saying that and just pushing for that, and that's just really great to see that he cares about education as well, as on-court success. And, Todrick was a big influence on, our perspective on him, and, he's a great leader. I talked to Jay Crockett as well, so he's had a number of great things to say about him as well. And, I just feel really good, to have Coach Beard here.
Anytime a coach leaves, it's an emotional time. Was there or is there any worry of keeping the entire group together?
There's obviously some, speculation, and, everybody's minds was kind of, out of the place. Obviously, waking up and learning that, your head coach is leaving. So, it was definitely a difficult time for us. And obviously, everybody's heads were everywhere. But, we had a team meeting and, calmed everybody down and said, we got to stick together no matter what. Let's see, who we get. And obviously, we got the right person for the right job. And, like he reiterated a bunch of times, this is his dream job. So, why not? I think everybody feels very comfortable with him being here, and it's just important for us to sit together no matter what. This past week has been crazy as far as Coach Smith leaving for Memphis and wishing the best for him, but just how fast things turn around. We had a team meeting with Kirby. I think Friday, I think. We had a team meeting with him, and he was just saying, trusting the process, trusting him, that he's going to get the right guy. And it kind of happened really quick. And, fortunately enough, everybody wanted Coach Beard here. We got him. We weren't really sure, what was going to happen since, he was with UNLV a couple days ago. But, we got him here, and everybody's very happy with the situation now and just ready to get started.
Glad he's here. This is his dream job, and this is the dream job that I wanted him to have because I know he was under Bob Knight and he wants to follow him. So it was just great to see him doing that.
When you see a coach this passionate about a program, does that translate down to the players to get even more excited?
It definitely does. When the coach is so passionate, the players get those characteristics, and as a leader, that's people just follow you. So I think that's what this team's going to do.
What were the things about him, man, that which kind of drew you to him and you to Texas Tech because of him?
Just like I'm a family man, and he is also, and just family oriented was just everything that got me. It wasn't about come play basketball. It's about how's your family doing and how's your, like, he knows my sister's name. Like that just goes a long way in life, and we'll definitely have that relationship for the rest of my life.
How crazy is it now, man, to see all this come full circle with him today?
Oh, it's actually unreal how he's a Texas Tech coach. I would have never thought to see that. It's just wonderful. I mean, I've been following him his whole career. Wherever he went, I was following the team and seeing how they were. So it's been great.